Sinking driveway, settling patio, collapsing stoop, uneven pool deck. It's a fact. Concrete problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS.
It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition. This is for Tuesday, the 29th of March. I'm James Spann. A beautiful day today, but a major severe weather event, a very distinct possibility tomorrow night with potential for fairly widespread wind damage across Alabama. A lot to talk about today, so let's dive right into it. The feature that's going to be driving the severe weather threat is now over the southwest United States. You see the deep upper trough there. That will be progressive, moving rapidly to the east over the next 36 hours. You can see that surge of warmer air beginning to push up from the south. You've got 60s over the southwest part of Alabama. Huntsville, 49. Should be fairly warm today. The high will be around 80 in most spots, but a nice day today. Will be dry. There is a wind advisory for basically all of Alabama except the southeastern tip of the state. This is for tomorrow and tomorrow night. Very strong winds will develop in advance of the line of storms, maybe gusting to 40, 45, 50 miles an hour, and that in itself could create some downed trees and power lines. Now, today, the risk of severe storms runs from Texas to Iowa. And then tomorrow, we have now a moderate risk of severe storms. That's level 4 out of 5 over most of Mississippi into West Alabama, parts of Louisiana, the rest of Alabama, and a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk. This is an upgrade from yesterday. This is the probabilistic outlook for tornadoes in much of Alabama in a hatched area. That means there could be a strong tornado or two involved. By definition, that's EF2 or higher. But this is the greater concern. This is the probabilistic outlook for damaging straight-line winds. And you can see that 45% ring. That basically means there is a 50-50 chance of damaging wind within 25 miles of a given point over West Alabama. That's going to be with that long squall line. And the 30% category basically covers the rest of the state. And the hatched area means there could be significant wind damage. Here's a look at the categories for the state. The moderate risk, and again, that's level 4 out of 5, covers much of West Alabama, west of Birmingham, and really the rest of the state pretty much in a level 3 enhanced risk, and much more on the timing and the magnitude of this here and as we go through modeling. Here's the rain for the next 7 days. Most of this will be with our event tomorrow night. Rain amounts for most of the state between 1 and 2 inches. We don't expect the really excessive rains like we saw last week. Some spots had 5 inches with that, but still 1 to 2 inches likely for much of Alabama. So model fans. Here's the GFS. This is the 06C run, valid today at 4. There's the trough in the west. But again, a nice day here. Partly to mostly sunny with highs around 80 today. So this is tomorrow. Thunderstorms west of the state. This is 4 o'clock. Notice those the tight pressure gradient. This is the projected radar coming off the high-res NAM, valid tomorrow evening at 8. And that line of storms pushing into the northwestern corner of the state. So really the window for severe storms will open up about 6 to 7 o'clock over the western side of the state. And let's go right to the wind fields here. This is the low-level jet, about 5,000 feet off the ground, and those winds are screaming. And a lot of that's going to translate to the surface. This is the 10-meter wind gust, not at the surface, but at 10 meters, and you can see potential for wind gust at that level to 60 miles an hour, and that's going to equate to surface winds of a gust of 40, 45, maybe 50 miles per hour in spots. So it's going to be very, very windy tomorrow afternoon in advance of that line of storms into the evening hours. And the gradient winds alone could be enough for downed trees and power lines and power outages. So be aware of that. Now, thankfully, this is the instability, and there's just not much. If we had some really robust instability values, that would really be concerning, but they're fairly low. But the wind fields with the system, it's so strong, it's going to overcome that. This is the SRH, the storm relative helicity. There could be within the squall line a few embedded tornadoes. This is the STP, higher values over southwest Alabama. But whatever, the main concern here, it's going to be damaging winds. And it could be a fairly widespread damaging wind event. That's the reason for the upgrade from the SPC. This is the radar projected look at 11 o'clock tomorrow night. Storms coming into Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, and Gadsden. And then by 2 a.m. Thursday, after midnight tomorrow night, the storms running from near Lake Wedowee down to about Montgomery and Mobile, they should be weakening at that point as there's just no surface-based instability there. In terms of the timing, Again, the window for West Alabama will say 6 until 11. For I-65, Birmingham, Montgomery, 8 p.m. to 2 a.m., and then the eastern side of the state, 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. And it's pretty important with this event to pay attention to severe thunderstorm warnings. We get those a lot, but in this case, you could see winds within that line of 60, 70 miles an hour, maybe higher in spots, with potential for widespread wind damage. So kind of a high-end thunderstorm threat tomorrow night. Be very weather aware and be sure and let your friends know that this is a potential problem and be sure they can hear severe weather warnings if needed. So Thursday, we'll see a clearing sky, the high close to 70. Friday, a sunny day, the high in the middle 60s. Saturday, as the weekend begins, most of the state will be dry. Evidence there could be a few showers on the Gulf Coast. The high will likely be in the low 70s, and Sunday looks good. A sunny day with low 70s. This is Monday. We're still dry. And a week from today, Tuesday, the 5th of April, negative tilt trough and a thunderstorm mass coming in here, and that could bring the chance of strong to severe storms. But again, we stress this is late March, early April. This is when these things happen around here. We'll go out 10 days. This is Thursday of next week, April 7th. Still got troughing north and west of the state, but we're in a slot of dry air at that point. Rain for Birmingham off the European ensemble, the mean around 3 inches between now and the 12th of April. We're expecting highs around 80, low 80s today and tomorrow, and then we cool back down with highs mostly in the 70s through next week. And again, we're watching these CPC outlooks. This is the 8 to 14-day outlook for April 5th through the 11th. And again, we're in the blues, suggesting temperatures below average, and I fully expect one more morning with a good frost or freeze over the northern half of Alabama. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3 o'clock this afternoon. You can catch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
Sinking driveway? Call Alabama Professional Services. Settling patio? Call APS. Uneven pool deck? Call APS. Collapsing stoop? Call APS. Cracking sidewalk? That's right, call APS. It's a fact. Concrete problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS. Call Alabama Professional Services today.